Hey guys, Mr. Wolfie here, and I've got a bit of a funny story to tell you. So, I believe it was 2, 3 maybe days ago, Brianna Wu wrote an article for the Mary Sue that basically stated that she had evidence that Samus Aran from this Metroid and Super Metroid games, and that whole series, is actually a trans woman. And she based this entire argument off of literally one word out of this entire interview that was done with one of the game's artists, I believe, where he referred to her as what the Japanese translation was like new half, which means various things in Japanese, but at the time and even now it's kind of a slang term for someone who's trans. But more evidence came out that I'll get to the good stuff in a minute. More evidence came out that it was actually a reference to her race or ethnicity, and that she wasn't, she was part Japanese, part whatever else. I don't know. It was some stuff like that, and possibly that the artist didn't even know what he was talking about. He was just stating things off the wall, because one of the original creators, one of the concept creators of the game, came out and made a joke about it and was like, someone asked if it was likely that a Metroid game would ever come to the PS2, and he said, yeah, that's about as likely as her being a new half, which is, kind of him saying, that's ridiculous. That's almost be as crazy as if she was transgender or something. And that guy's authority on the subject is much more than this other person's. And the other person wasn't even making a clear, this is what I'm saying is happening. It was just like it's almost a joke. I don't really know what the deal was. It was a poor choice of words is probably the best way to put it, because Brianna Wu went and saw the article and was like, oh, and so she wrote this big, long, like, complex article about how she must be transgender, which is kind of funny to me, because doesn't that completely discard and throw away video gaming's most popular and most famous and original female character in favor of making them transgender, which would take away the female concept, and it would just be a transgender character, which, it flips the script, and people that were all excited, like the feminists that are buddies with Anita Sarkeesian and the like, would be super upset that they no longer have their female icon. Except they say that transgender women are female, and I don't really want to get into all that because I don't understand it myself. It's really confusing, because I am a completely biological focused individual, so I don't really get into the sociology and psychology aspects of you can be what you say you are, because thought forms and magic and stuff. I don't get it. Anyway, point is, here's the fun part. They went, and actually somebody has an archived little bit of a snapshot that shows that it's very, very likely that Brianna Wu herself did this through an alt, because Brianna Wu has a habit of creating alts and then talking about herself or things like that to drum up things. It's freaking insane. I don't understand. But the point is, they went on the Wikipedia page and changed it to say specifically that Samus Aran was a transgender, and it caused this huge fallout. The editors jumped on it and were like, no, whoa, you can't just change things without any evidence. They're like, well, we got this Mary Sue article. It's like, a Mary Sue article is far from a reliable source. And they're like, but it's got this thing. And they're like, they went back and they looked at the evidence. They're like, alright, this is like one word out of, I mean, you want to talk about cherries, that's the smallest cherry in the bunch that they cherry picked there to get this entire theory. And it's just this, where in the world did this come from kind of thing, and it's become this big deal, and the fallout from it on the Wikipedia page is hilarious, because they locked the page. You can no longer change it just at random, because that's how Wikipedia works. You can change it, but it almost immediately gets changed back because editors pop in because they saw that something was changed. You usually have to have a discussion about what needs changing before they'll allow it. They have to have, you have to have really proper sources and all this stuff. It's actually a very in-depth thing. People think that Wikipedia is unreliable because anybody can change it any time, but it's actually it's like 80% reliable, because you have to have some really good source material to prove your point, or they just delete it and change it back and stuff like that. Like, you can't just change things because you want to, because it's your opinion. It's called doing original research or something like that. But anyway, wow. Wow. Oh, the glory and fun that can be had from just stupid things like this. It's ridiculous. Why does that even matter? I mean, there are trans characters. Why are you making the most famous female, or the original female video game character? I don't understand. Like, there's Birdo, there's Poison, there's Bridget. There's video game characters all over the place. Why don't you get excited and promote those? Why do you gotta, like... It's cultural appropriation is what it is. But anyway, guys, peace out. This has been Mr. Wolfie. I hope you enjoyed this terrible video.